Yeah, big welcome to you, my dear Gemini. And of course, a big welcome to all the other zodiac signs. Because sometimes we feel like looking into a reading on the day itself and it's not your sign. And for me, each time there's a message. And I really have a privilege to kind of realize what is happening also not in your life when the moon is in Gemini and when the sun is in Pisces in the moon. These energies are affecting all of us because that's what's happening up in the sky. And so for me, every time I feel there is a message for me, there is something, that's why I can talk about it. That's why I can do these readings, because I incorporate things that happen in my life through the readings, through my life experiences, and not just sitting here and kind of like going through these stories. I live a life too. And that life is affecting, of course, these readings, and you are drawn to it or you're not. So, what's happening up in the sky is that the sun is in the moon, which is dark, which is moving. The sun doesn't move. The sun is a star. And the moon is in the Lovers, is in Gemini. And Gemini is, like you can see, finding the love for yourself. So the moon is the subconscious and the sun is the ego. The sun is that head, is that I want to go out there and I want to be, and now all of a sudden you need to go down into your feet and you're not thinking about things anymore or judging about things anymore. So then you go down into your feet and you make it happen. You look deep down into your subconscious and you're coming out like this lobster, becoming a wolf, and the wolf evolves into the dog, and the dog is becoming more and more the friend of humans, and then passing through these two towers of duality. So this is a path, right? So this is mutable, and you are mutable as well. And here the conscious is looking at the subconscious, and the subconscious is looking at the higher conscious. So there's a story told as well that is very important for you, my dear Gemini. So here the divine love, this is the main word for this card, is the divine love. I'm searching for the divine love. I'm going evolutionary out of the water. I'm going evolutionary close to people. And I evolve to this higher energy. And here the same, there is the evolution of the conscious is looking at the subconscious, and the subconscious is always connected with the higher consciousness, and that's the angel. The yoga position that I use here is fish pose, of course, for Pisces, down dog, up dog. This is the wolf, this is the dog. And for you, my dear Gemini, I'm using King Pigeon because the main part of your body are your arms and your hands. And here you grabbing the feet, which is in Pisces. The feet are what make you walk out, right? The fish has evolved and has become a walking animal, and through the feet we can move forward. This is so fascinating, just this combination here. And in this position you are opening up your heart to the self-love, to a true love, and grabbing your feet, looking down into the subconscious. You are looking consciously into the subconscious. You see what's happening here? And you open your sexuality and you open your heart so that you can truly be in yourself, not like the lovers most say, okay, this is the love. It can be a love, but this is much more. This is a self-love. This is an arriving at yourself and being completely empowered through it. Now the court card for you is the Knight of Swords. If your birthday is between May 10th and June 9th, this is your court card in my reading, a la Aleister Crowley. So since you looking into the back, I took a card from the Medicine Woman Tarot, and the card that came out is the Dancer. These are German cards, so don't get disturbed by that. I don't have the English cards here right now. They're somewhere else, and I'm using the German ones. But the Dancer is the card number 21, and that is the universe, that is the world. So behind you, or where you're going, is like an ending of an age, and I am the goal, right? You for some reason have arrived at the goal. I mean, this is powerful. Look at this. You arrived at yourself. You for some reason have found yourself. You have found a true deep love with yourself, and now you can dance, and now you can celebrate on the earth here with these people dancing. And a new age is beginning, and the new age is Aquarius. The age of Aquarius, the age of Pisces is ending. The age of Pisces is ending, and you are understanding that, you are feeling that, because you're reaching back to your feet. Then to the future came the next card, which is from the Creativity Oracle. And look into this card for a moment until I give you the name and, of course, the description of it. Play. Our work can and should take on the quality of play, for it is play that stimulates creativity. The number 48, which is a 12. This is a 3, this is a 21, this is a 12, this is also a 3. So you realized something profound. You got off your horse, you're playing, you're not searching anymore. You arrived and you realized there's something new, there's something big coming to us, and it's the age of Aquarius. We're getting out of the age of Pisces. We are realizing that there is a big shift in a lot of traditional things, and you are getting off your horse and you're finally letting the horse be quiet, because you are pushing the horse quite. But it's okay. That's who you are. That's your mind. It's the mind, the horse, right? These 4 horses in the 4 of Knights. Each horse is differently. One is pressing forward, one is going up, one just has one leg, and one is standing. And I love that. I love how they describe the energy. Then comes from the Muse Tarot these 2 cards. And here you have the Moon in Cancer. And the Moon in Cancer is saying, the 4 of Cups, that you are a little now, because maybe because you have realized something, maybe because you understand that life is here so we can have fun, but maybe you gotta really be careful not to be kind of become whatever. And the young generation is pushing that to you, because they are holding in their belly the power of creating the next momentum, the next emotions that are gonna be fitting to the new age, because they are different. They're not like the old generation that has lived for 2,150 years. That's the age of Pisces. The age of Pisces is like ending. And we're going up into the age of Aquarius, which is the star. And being the sun in the moon is shifting that, is making us realize that. So the new generation here, a generation of young, emotionally different, open, is helping you to not become too entitled. Oh yeah, well, I'm emotionally all good. Then comes the turtle. And the turtle is from the animal spirit book, a water animal, ancient soul, grounded, trusting, at home in the self, and when in balance, peaceful, adventurous, and productive. So if you connect with, because this is all water here, if you connect with water, and this is very good for you because you're very air, you air and fire. That's why they made you push forward, right? Because all the nights are connected with the fire energy, the searching, the doing. They're nights. They're searching forever. But you arrived for some reason. You got off the horse and you start to play and you start to realize that it's not all so serious to be pushing this poor horse. It's like, yeah, I've got to find what's going on out there. No, you got to realize that working and searching can be playful, can be fun. And I mean, this is a great message for me as well, because I tend to sometimes get also quite serious about what I do. And this is a great reminder to totally like chill and feel the work, not being in this like, this is what the school system has done with us. Like, produce, let's just make them wake up at 8 and go back home at 5, and they worked all day, and they, for what? For whom? If it's not a work that is done like this, I mean, is it worth living? So the ancient soul is speaking to you through the water elements, and you got to dive into the water, and you got to feel this in your belly. You got to feel deep down this turtle in your belly and come out of being emotionally and spiritually complacent. Then comes this card, the number 1, which is the north, the expansion. Very clear, very strong. When you dive deep down and the North Pole is filled with ice, is a treasure that hasn't been discovered yet because it's under ice, it's under these harsh conditions. But there used to be life before that. And they find out that more and more now. And so the North Pole is the beginning, is the looking up. And it's coming to you, and now you even have 7 of Cups. And now you don't even know which cup you should take. And you're standing here and you're like, should I take this one or that one? Or what should I do? This is Venus in Scorpio, so there is quite some water energy. There is a Cancer. And then there's the young generation of the pages, which is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Right, and Pisces is here. And here you have a Scorpio and Venus. Venus is the planet of beauty, the planet of making a decision. What should I pick to make my life feel better, emotionally feel better? And interesting enough, you had like the 4 of emotions, which was the moon in Cancer, and here you were a little And now you again a little, right? So there is something that you tend to quickly be, yeah, you know, I don't want to, of course, be too dramatic about that, but be careful what you emotionally allow yourself to feel and to be. Then comes the Nine of Wands. Then there comes this realization after all you've done. And the 9 is a completion. The 9 is then connecting to a completion of the opposite of Pisces is the Hermit, which is the number 9. And also this is a 9, right? The card number 18 sums up to a 9. And here there's this 9, there's this fire, there is this glimpse that is within you, this fire that is searching and searching, and you are, even though you have had quite some difficulties, you have now that one clear emotional understanding, because after that comes Scorpio, the death card. Maybe you have fought very strongly with a difficult situation. The death card is for me sometimes also like a sickness, something that has pushed you to really trust and believe you. Because this is the moon in Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is a knight as well, and the Knight of Wands is fire and fire. I mean, it's strong. It's like, I know now after this, should I not, what should I do? Boom. You're like, okay, there is someone coming to you. There is an energy that is awakening you, and it's saying, find yourself, find the light, find this connection, find through the subconscious, look at the subconscious, and the subconscious looking up at the higher conscious, and here you find who you truly are, who you truly still can become. It's not over yet. And then the last card of these Lightseer Tarot deck is then the Justice, is then that when you find who you truly are, you can be in complete balance. This is a Libra. You can be in complete balance with yourself, with what you're doing. And Scorpio, that before has made you a little undecisive, now you pushed yourself through and created this step and found the light, which is right here. The fire, that one wand is right here within you. You find the light within you. You find that light in the North Pole. You found that light deep within, through the turtle, deep within, in your heart and in your belly. You're diving deep, and you're not allowing these two energies to confuse you, to really letting yourself not be in doubt, emotional doubt, right? Emotional energy. That's why we're here, because we're learning through the emotions. We're learning what it means to be a human. And sometimes it's a little messy, but that's where we learn the most. And this is where you come into an equilibrium. So you have come close to an understanding that maybe death is near, but you catched the wave and you got yourself out. That's what I see here. And then you get again the moon, the secrets of the moon, the number 7. There's no 7 here. There's 7. The secrets of the moon, that you're standing here, that you stand up and you're saying, okay, I want to understand. I have all these keys. I want to understand the moon. I want to be on top of things. And I want to understand what the subconscious, what kind of secrets are lurking still there. I want to look deep within. I want to look into the subconscious, and I want to know my higher self. I want to reach back to my feet, and I want to understand the secret of the moon. Then comes the King of Pentacles, but in a female version. This is this tarot, the Mystical Moments tarot. And you can see it's almost like this girl has stood up and realized, or you have realized now, through this transformation, through this Scorpio, through this difficulty, a situation, maybe a health situation that brought you then down to earth, because you are not earthy at all. You're fire and air. So to bring yourself down to earth and realize that the moon is circling the earth and that you are here within yourself, treasuring every moment now of this life, treasuring it more clearly, because then you get the 20, the call of the angel, and most powerful, the 21, you get the same number that you had at the beginning. The 21 as the world, as the dancer, you get that 21 in Alberto Villoldo's The Gatherer. And that's where this card ties in the earthliness, the down to the earth. Bring that call, bring that angelic energy, bring this angel down to the earth by looking into the subconscious, by reaching back to your feet, by realizing more and more that you are ready to be the gatherer, to be sustainable on this planet, that we have to shift, that we have to bring the value of the planet back. And I'm gonna read you the Gatherer, the number 21, which is the 3. And a message, right? The 21 at the beginning, the world, and the 21 at the end, the gatherer, the essence. Before we cultivated grains, we collected the wild bounty of nature. The gatherer finds abundant seeds, nuts, berries, and wild greens, where the ordinary person sees only barren soil. The gatherer is the provider, the forager, and the gardener who collects roots and vegetables for the long winter when game is scarce. She does not hoard, trusting the bounty around her. The invitation. Look at the resources you already have close at hand. This is a time of abundance. Everything around you is ripe and ready for harvest. Of course, that's also the Taurus energy, right? Banish the notion of scarcity that have limited your choices and colored your destiny. Pack your food for the winter and start with the low-hanging fruit that is all around you. So you are understanding that you got the call to be self-sufficient, you got the call, be connected with the moon, the cycle of the moon, because when we look at the ancient ones, they knew right away which moon was doing what to them. Is it full moon? Is it new moon? Is it waning moon? Is it waxing moon? Live with the cycle of the moon and you will be abundant. You will be having everything you need. And you will again then be in the new age, which is the age of Aquarius, moving from the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius, and understand that everything is cyclical. That's why you have the 21 and the 21, and you have the 2021, you have the 21, 2021. I mean, it's so beautiful. This message here is so beautiful because you stepped off of that intense search, right? Of that, okay, I've gotta forward. And you started to play, and it's really important that you play, and in that play you started to become aware of your emotions, aware that emotions are important. Let me feel them, let me be with them, let me sit with them. And when I sit with them, I start maybe awakening and realizing, oh my God, I'm sitting in the cup myself. And that's making you wise, like a turtle. It's making you go deep down into the ocean, even deeper down. And through the water, you can go up to the North Pole. And here you're standing and getting the information. You see that? And then, of course, you stand there for a moment and you're like, oh my God, now I have so many choices. The number 7. I have so many choices because the moon, the other 7 here, the moon is giving us that choice. The moon is traveling through each zodiac signs the way I do the reading today, because the moon is in your sign today. And of course, you waking up because there is a big wake-up call coming. There is something that's speaking to you by you've got to, even if you feel that maybe there is an intense situation because of the Sagittarius, it's another night that's going up to the fire. The horse goes up, not forward, up. And standing only on 2 legs, the other 2 legs are up in the air, and you are realizing something, that you were halfway in heaven, halfway up there, and waking up out of this maybe a near-death experience, because the 20 is here, the angel is here. Something has happened to you, something has awoken you, something has shifted you, and something made you brought you into balance, into an equilibrium, into the 11, a portal here. And then comes the 2, the 20, the 2 and the 0, the high priestess and the new beginning. And of course the 21. And realizing that everything is connected. Everything is giving you signs and information. And you can grow through that. How beautiful is that? You rely back to how you at the beginning have all this abundance here, dancing, enjoying yourself. 21, 21, 3, 3, the portal of 3, 3. And you are the 3rd zodiac sign. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, you are the 3rd zodiac sign, 3, 3, 3. The portal of the power chakra, understanding that you empower yourself, understanding that you don't need to rush anymore. Arrive, be here, and enjoy yourself. So I hope I see you in the next reading. Then the sun goes into Aries. Until then, I thank you so much for being with me. Namaste.